Time for some good old-fashioned gambling. I do feel as if everyone and their mothers has already talked about this game, but hey, you know me, always gotta be late to the party. And you know what? You are here, and that means I have a job to do. And that job is teaching you how to this channel does not endorse gambling. I don't gambling bad. YouTube, please. The channel's Terry Shadow does not support in any way, shape or form any form of addictive or harmful lifestyles, nor any actions that could lead to such developments. Man, this blows. What was I talking about? What? This is a video about a game? Balatro. A game released in 2024, nobody cares. No offense to the creators or to content creators that start every single game video by telling you all of the story of the game, but like, dude, just get into the game already. Speaking of, how long has it? Oh, it's been a minute already. Oh, I need to start getting into the actual video. If you already know this game and you made it this far into the video, which isn't that far at all, but hey, it's me, you must be really interested in what I have to say. And if you don't know, I think that the deal is people over-explain this game a lot. I'm about to make you addict. I'm gonna make you like it. I'm gonna make you like it. So what will this video be exactly? Easy. I'm gonna explain you how the game works, kinda like a tutorial. I'm gonna sing the game's praises and also criticize it, I guess. Basically informing you the quality of the product here. And then I'm just gonna show you gameplay because it's fun. It's entertainment after all. You get a 3-deal package. You know what I ask of you? Your lifelong servitude and loyalty. Plead your soul to me. If this video is 20 minutes or longer, I need someone to tell me to stop drinking. I mean, no, I don't drink. I don't endorse drink. Fuck! If I yap any longer, I'll talk for a few hours. Let's just get right into the game. Let's get into the meat of things. So, before you start a new run, you can select the number of decks with different effects. I selected the basic one you get at the beginning. I think that's the basic one. Hopefully I wasn't recording this while drunk. Oh my god, never mind. The entire game is a single player experience in which you advance by these different levels called blinds because it's poker. Despite being single player, it's very fun and you advance by beating the scores of each blind or level. You can skip them to advance to the next level, which could be dangerous, but there is a specific reward to doing so. Which I'm not interested in this one, it's just money. I'm not that greedy. You can see your full deck of cards by, well, tapping on your deck. That's where the cards are. This game balances an honestly majestic risk and reward that keeps you addicted at adding more and more playtime hours. But now I'll show you the basic gameplay. It's just a hand of poker. Have you ever played poker? No, you don't know how to? Doesn't matter. This game essentially teaches you. I didn't know how to before either. You play different poker hands to achieve different scores. The blue part of the scoreboard are chips and they are given by the individual cards as you see, and the red part is mult, which just means multiplier, don't get confused. It multiplies the chip to give you the total score you made from that hand. The goal is to beat the score presented in the blind, and that's pretty much it for now. Very simple, perhaps kind of boring, but it gets more intricate and complicated later. You also have the option to discard any cards that you may not desire to draw different cards to try and get a better poker hand. Like though. There is a potential risk to discarding as you could put yourself in a situation with no good poker hands. But if you get a really good one, you'll get a high chip count and a high mult, giving you a very potent score that will help you beat the level easier. And the faster you do beat the level, the better the results will be later on. Here I was trying for a straight, which would be 5 cards of increasing order, but I got a 2 pair, which is 2 pairs of the same card. Each type of poker hand has a default chip and multiplier count that gets added to by, as I said, the playing cards, but also a secret factor that we'll see later. And if you already know all the factors that change the score, come on, don't be lame. Here are all the kinds of poker cards available, going from the best straight flush to the worst high card, which sounds like it would be high, but it's a single card of a single type, and it's just the worst thing ever. You may pause if necessary. I must say, as the cards are scored, the sound design and the visual design, every single effect that goes on the screen, it's really beautiful, it's captivating. And the music too, the music is like that. Wait, what do you mean someone already made a video? Oh, damn it! Me getting beaten in every video topic aside, here's the shop where you can buy jokers, vouchers, tarot cards, planet cards, all of which have different effects on how you play your run. For example, this joker you see right here is completely random. It gives you a random multiplier every time you play a hand. You can't control it, just get lucky. With $0, I left the shop and went to the second level, which of course is still the same game exactly, mechanically speaking. You just have to get a high score. But now, because I went to the shop, I have completely altered how my scoring works, and just witness. What can I say? I'm a lucky guy. No, I'm not. This is essentially the whole game, and you may have think you've seen it all and that it isn't that interesting, but again, every single purchase that you make in the shop and every single boss fight completely changes exactly how you approach just playing a simple hand of poker. It's really interesting and addicting once you're in it. Every single card has a different effect and you must balance exactly what you are going to do. Speaking of the bosses having different gimmicks and mechanics, we're about to see that very soon. Tip of advice, the more hands you have left to play, because obviously you have a limited amount of hands to play per level, or else the game would just beat itself, the more you have left by the end of a round, the more money you get. And the more money you have saved up, the more money you get too. It's called interest, because it's how interest works. Now we enter our first boss blind, the hook, which discards 2 random cards per hand played. That means if you play a hand, 2 cards of the ones you have left will just be discarded, potentially ruining whatever you were setting up. Me though, I'm just built different. I won't even have to deal with that. Get out of here. So far the gameplay is pretty simple, but the fun part comes in pushing exactly the limits of what the game allows you to do, which is a lot. You can create any kind of combination and it can get really crazy. For example, if you're wondering what the hell just happened in that clip, you're gonna have to stick around to find out, buddy. Not that that happens within this run, but seeing how this run will also get crazy will at least help you comprehend how the previous clip can even be possible. Although the tutorial section of this video is largely over, there isn't that many concepts that need my explaining that the game doesn't explain better. It's really intuitive. As soon as you get into it, you just understand what your goal is and how to exploit absolutely everything in your way to make you achieve that goal. You may also notice that I haven't explained the effects of the last 2 jokers I got, but if you read them, now you're understanding what's going on, and if you didn't, you'll see these crazy effects and wonder, just how is this happening? Is this balanced? Is this a setup? And the real reason is, it's all a part of my plan. I know I technically already said this, but the way they set this game up is just masterful. The little bar on the left displaying all the information you need at the current moment, the rest of the screen just functioning beautifully, the way the cards are ordered and the different displays and the different sections, it's all just so flawless. I mean, I can't get my eyes off of it because it's the only thing on my screen right now. You can tell the creators were inspired making this game because they could have stopped at it just being a Joker game, but they just made it a card game in general. There's tarot cards, planet cards, vouchers. They really keep in touch with the whole theme, and they add a little I don't know what to the game that just makes it more special and unique. While jokers permanently or semi-permanently change certain aspects of your gameplay and tarot cards take different effects when they are used, planet cards just level up different kinds of hands, which just make the specific kind of hand that they level up all the more effective. As you can see on the left, it increases the chips and the multiplier you get only when playing that specific type of hand. So it favors a certain kind of gameplay and there's a certain strategy to all of the madness. Only thing I really haven't mentioned yet are vouchers, which are way less active than all of the other types of cards. You just get them and they affect the whole game passively. Not to say that you can't play around them or strategize, it's just a one-time purchase and a whole bunch of joy. I would say like this game, but this isn't promoted, so you may notice I have a propensity toward playing two pairs, and to that I say, shut up, mind your business. It's not me that wants to play two pairs, it's the game and destiny that makes me do so. For the rest of this video, I'll just be showing interesting stuff that happened within this run, commenting on it, how it happened, and any details I still have yet to say about the game, the experience, and all of that. So if you're interested, stick around, but let me just remind you to smash that like button, that subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment. Does anyone know why people say that? Okay, like I know ring a bell because you ring a bell, and I know that telling people to take action makes them actually do it. But smash the subscribe button? Why smash it? And why does everyone say smash specifically? Not like punch it, strike it, just smash. Where did that come from? I know most likely you can think of a million creators who say it, but I want to know who did it first and what was that person thinking? Smashing it? Whatever you say, champ. You know, this needs to be researched. You could make an essay about this, you could make an entire thesis, a paper. Who invented smash the subscribe button as a saying? This is like a documentary waiting to happen. I just don't have that patience or resources. Or like, where would I even find that information? There's a call to action in the middle of the video. I want to know the guy who made that up. Oh yes, right, the game. Whoops. Well, you can kind of read what's happening on the screen. I just got a yap in the background. Give you another form of entertainment. I'm totally not just losing my mind. Please don't send me to the white room again. You know, since this voucher discounts everything else, I should have probably bought it first. I'm dumb. I don't have a problem with two pairs. The results simply don't lie though. Free money. Somehow this two pair of 5s and 4s was even better than the previous one, and yes, it's another two pair. Don't judge me for it. It's the game, not me. This joker right here adds a +5 multiplier whenever you have 0 discards left and when you use them all. And it also then multiplies the whole multiplier by 1.5. So you know I need to nab that, and then I'm going to bend over backwards to use that gimmick. Also, yes, there are different kinds of jokers and different kinds of playing cards. There's bonuses, seals, polychromes, foils. All also references to different cards that are more valuable. Like those shiny Pokemon cards that are somehow worth more than a liver and a heart. I can't really go much into detail because it's just random. I can't control that. But they're very good bonuses though, and it lets you even manipulate the game even further. Push the limits. Plus Ultra! Here I saw the reward for skipping the big blind, the middleman, would be $25 after beating the boss. And this is a rather easy boss, so I took it, and you're gonna see me take care of this rather easily. A true master at work. You can see how I'm taking advantage of the joker, the bonus effect of the playing cards, the hand types. I'm just a master at everything. Learn from me. You gotta take advantage of every opportunity, even in real life. That's right, you gotta take advantage of people. No, wait, no, that doesn't sound right. I got me this voucher to have more cards, and I got me this joker because stone cards are cool and I like chips. I went sicko mode and decided to skip this pack just to give a +3 mult to the red joker, which does exactly that. It gets more multiplier the more packs you skip. Free stuff? Oh, I love free stuff, give me that. This boss requires me to only play one hand and one hand alone or I lose? Then there is no problem. Yes, I won with a 2 pair again. There's this group of bosses that all debuff a certain kind of card, like clovers, hearts, diamonds, and spades. But by debuff, this game just means that those cards are like left completely unplayable and not counted in scoring. That's not a debuff, you murdered them! Level up 2 pair? Oh please do! No, never mind, nothing. Ahem, ahem, ahem. This boss permanently decreases of the level of the type of hand that you play against it. It is very evil. It destroyed my 2 pair, all the buffs that I had gotten for it. Dead. Look how they massacred my boy. Money? Oh, I like money. To those who don't know why I'm saving up so much money, let me show you why my interest in interest. Money! Skipping a bit far ahead, here's the final boss of this run, NT5, the last set of levels before you officially win. Not necessarily beat the game as there is more after this, but it's a victory, and the gimmick is that it hides the jokers and it shuffles them around, changing the order of their effects. Essentially, even more gambling. Yeah, I said it. I'm just not gonna point out the type of hands I'm using here. I'm just going to let you go ahead and observe this boss fight as it is and all of the desperation that I had trying to beat it. I, it was indescribable. I thought I had lost it all. But then I remembered, I always have to believe in the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards taking me to victory. And you know, like an hour of grinding and setup and strategy, but that doesn't matter. Victory is ours forevermore. Yeah, I feel like I've demonstrated my point here about this game and how good it is. As you can see, I'm even getting new unlocks for beating the game. Every time you play it, you get more and more stuff to change how you play and what things you unlock throughout the run. It has endless replayability, it's endless fun, and I love investing in casinos. Yes, that's why I play poker. I'm an investor. I have a stock trading. I'm just a gambler, man. You can even see the after game stats, a very nice detail. You can see how far I got, how many rounds it took me, how many cards I played, how many I discarded, how many I bought, how many I re-rolled, how many new items I discovered, how my best hand was 40k, a pretty good score, and ignore that statistic.